Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. State-owned Denel Saab Aerostructures is making serious losses, but the aerospace company is hoping to break even in 2014. Engineering News Senior Deputy Editor Keith Campbell joins me in studio. Keith, welcome to the show. Denel Saab Aerostructures is still losing money. Are prospects improving for the company?
Well, yes, but slowly. The company has been reducing its losses. It's had 3 years in a row of reduced losses. We do not know what the figures are for the latest financial year because those figures have yet to be released. They will be released later this month. And they have increased the revenues they are earning. They have actually been doing better than they expected to do. But they are still losing lots of money. They're still losing well over 200 million rand a year in terms of the latest available figures. And the losses are so severe that they drag the entire Denel group into a loss. If you look at the rest of the group, the turnaround strategy, which was adopted several years ago, has been working very well, and a number of units are now profitable and other units are at break even. And except for Denel Saab Aerostructures, those units that are still making a loss are close now to break even, and the outlook is optimistic. So Denel Saab Aerostructures is improving, but slowly, and it's still hemorrhaging a lot of money.
The company is bidding to supply major global aerospace companies. Can you tell us more?
Well, yes, they have been issued with requests for proposals for some, as you say, major aerospace companies. Lockheed Martin of the United States, Embraer of Brazil, Spirit Aerosystems of the United States. Spirit Aerosystems, by the way, is an aerostructures company itself, but it's a huge aerostructures company. It makes major aerostructures for commercial airliners all over the world. In the case of Embraer, the request for proposals came after the Brazilian company sent a large delegation, apparently about 15 people, who carried out a very thorough evaluation of Denel Saab Aerostructures' technical and engineering capabilities. And it's a result of this that the company has been invited to bid for work on Embraer's E170, E190 family of airliners. The E170, the smallest in the family, is a 70-seater. The biggest version, the E195, can carry up to 122 passengers. And more than 600 of these aircraft have already been delivered. So that's big potential. Lockheed Martin are looking for a manufacturer of flaps for the C-130J Hercules because the current contract will be ending next year. Now, obviously, the Denel Saab Aerostructures are going to be in competition with other companies around the world for these contracts. But the fact that they've been invited to bid is encouraging because it shows that these major players have a high opinion of the South African company's technical and engineering standards. And this is one of Denel Saab Aerostructures' strengths, is its ability to design and engineer, not just to manufacture.
What's the latest on Denel Saab Aerostructures' involvement on the A400M program?
The A400M is absolutely essential to Denel Saab Aerostructures. In fact, the company expects to break even when it has ramped up the full production rate for its components for the A400M. It produces fuselage top shells and the wing fuselage fairing for the A400M aircraft. There is a bit of good news. The Airbus military, who make the A400M, have agreed to order up to 5 ship sets of parts for this year. They only need 1, but they're going to buy more than what they need in order to get some revenue into the Denel Saab Aerostructures. And they will be ordering another 8 next year. So Airbus has agreed to allow the South African company to ramp up production faster than anyone else involved in the program, as I say, to get some cash flow going. Also, they have opened the way to a renegotiation of the contract on the grounds that the South African components had to be redesigned. Virtually every component in the A400M had to be redesigned to reduce the aircraft's weight. And it has become clear some time ago that the original deal that Denel Saab Aerostructures negotiated had been negotiated very badly, and the company was making a loss on the contract. So this agreement by Airbus to renegotiate the contract does open the way to the possibility of Denel Saab Aerostructures getting a better deal and getting making more money out of the deal. And if they do successfully renegotiate the contract, they will achieve break-even earlier than forecast. The big problem is with all these factors, the A400M, the possible contracts from Lockheed Martin, Embraer and the others, is that Denel Saab Aerostructures needs money today. None of these will provide money today. So the company still needs bridging finance, and it's going to need a lot. They did an evaluation a little while ago, and they concluded that to get through to break even in the financial year 2014-2015, they'd need R1 billion. Now, they've been undergoing significant restructuring. They have retrenched more than 300 employees since March 2010. They have physically reorganized and relocated their operations, cutting their rental payments by 32%. They have sold off some non-essential capabilities. They have outsourced others. And so they will not need R1 billion to get through to 2014-2015, but they're still going to need a substantial amount of money. And the big question is, and the big questions are, where's it going to come from, and are they going to get it?
Keith, thank you very much. That is the Second Take show for this week. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time for more news analysis.